Good morning, everybody. Things are really happening outside here. I've seen the news. I'm sure you've seen the news yourself too. We are from the what you call a sporting weekend, and then it's so nice, it's so exciting. The show is called TBR Solution Sports Forum. My name is the Sobri Boys, Walefatsi. I was supposed to have Saddam, but unfortunately, he is not here. They have a load shedding, and then as you know, that load shedding is causing havoc. So I hope I'm not going to have that problem now until I finish this show. So thank you, guys, for taking your time to listen to the show. Remember, your time is valuable. I mean, for you guys to take time to listen to us, I really appreciate. I must also indicate that I'm very excited because I've seen there is one show that we did with Saddam. It is already on 8,000 views. What an excellent thing. And we can only be grateful to you guys because that's your time and that's the favor you do. And our subscription has also increased. The last time I checked, it was 610. Thank you very much. Continue to do the subscription, continue to view our videos, and then we'll try by all means to give you the best news. And then also continue to subscribe and like and comment. So yeah, that will definitely help. Now, as I indicated, the show is called TBR Solution. I've, I heard a song, a new song, and then I'm not a good singer, but I'm gonna try. And they were saying, this song, I'm sure you know it now. Mudimu, Mudimu, what does it say? I'll tell you now, no? Somebody's laughing at me here, so she's disturbing me because she knows I'm not a good singer. Uh, Mudimu Real, man, Mudimu Real, no, man, what is it? It's like they're praying. Modimo retuse, Modimo retuse, Modimo retuse, Sundowns, yeah, so good is something like that. What a nice song. Sundowns is creating havoc. I see that Saddam is contacting me, he's saying what? So he says he's got a not network problem, so he can't be able to join. I don't think it's an issue. So yeah, let me start here. As you know that all the time we start with Saddam, but before I can do that, let me just share with you that NetBank Camp has unveiled its new logo. As you can see there, it's a new logo. It's very vibrant. So yeah, so that's NetBank Camp. So Saddam, I think, no. I just wonder whether did I share this. I don't think I did share. I think I was seeing it on my site, and then you guys could not see it. So this is the logo of a NetBank Cup. Very vibrant, very funky. I love it. I love it. I'm sure you'll also love it. So they were unveiling a new logo. Now, as I indicated that um, Saddam has shared some news pertaining to the game of Kaiser Chiefs. This in the NetBank last 32, and then as you can see there will be a transportation. All right, and then the fee is 600 rand, and then that's a Tembisa branch, and then they are going to play this game of Marisbeck and Kaiser Chiefs, and it's to go to Durban. Look at the price, 600 rand. It's very cheap. Remember, this is a return, and then the transport will be leaving at Swazi Inn, BP Garage on Friday the 10th at 6 in the morning. So I hope you'll be able to join Saddam and then go and do something. Now, while we are still there, let's talk about what's happening in the news. There's quite to discuss. Um, as I indicated at some point, we are very grateful that Marawa is back to add the voice because the more voices are, the more it's good for you, the more for you to get the news. I've picked up this on his Marawa Sports Worldwide on Facebook. He says, I remember at the start of the season when Sundowns lost to TS Galaxy and were knocked out of the MTN 8 by Pirates, there were comments like Sundowns time is up. The three coaches have just run out of ideas. The snake is dead, etc., etc. And then, newsflash, Sundowns has beaten every team in PSL this season, a record that was held by Kaizer Chiefs in 2014. Yeah, you guessed it. And then Mamelodi Sundowns in 2016, they also beat all the teams in 2016. Sundowns has beaten the Soweto Giants both home and away in the league. Sundowns have won 15 consecutive league matches. The record held by Chiefs and Sundowns was at 11, and they can still push that record even further. Now, the next team that is going to play Sundowns, they need to do better than this because they have already broken the record. And the other news that I want to share with you, let's see, seems as if, okay. The other news that I want to share with you, there is a debate that is already started around whereby people are asking who's the better player between Mailula and Saleh. So I don't know. You can also come up with your argument. Who do you think is better between the two? Because both youngsters are doing well. And then this is a very good argument. I got it from the TBR Solution Sports Forum 2, which is our Facebook page. And then we know that both youngsters are doing well. As you can see, they've won titles for themselves with their titles that they won. And then, so who's the better? So I think this is a better comparison. Compare Saleng with Mailula, his peer. You can't compare him with Jomosono. Jomosono is above them. And then not only above them, is above a lot of players in the PSL, not only in the PSL, even in the NSL during that time. I still believe Jomo was the best. But the show continues. I'm sure you've seen that there's a whole lot of news around the fair play. All right, people are saying there should be some kind of fair play, and then we want to know and see whether this will come out, and then in terms of fair play, because we've seen in England, I'm going to give you detailed information about what is happening in England. We know that Manchester City are already under investigation. So now, let me share this fair play of here at home. So I thought that we wouldn't discuss this, but what has happened in England has prompted us to look at the fair play. I think I've shared something that is not supposed to be shared. Let's see. Okay. And then, yeah, so people are saying Mamelodi Sundowns are not fair. And then as a result, people should, start investigating whether there is fair play as far as the football is concerned. But I don't know whether that should be the argument because as I say, I don't know whether Sundowns they are to blame. Remember my views. I said Sundowns like they are like any other team. They are doing better like any other team. So if if people feel that there is something wrong that Sundowns is doing, and then they are free to raise their issue, and tell us what do they think. And then if they feel that, yeah, no, really, Mamelodi Sundowns is not fair. But one another thing that I want to share with you is this one. I want you to share. Look at this tackle. Look at this tackle. Some people are arguing that this tackle deserve a red card. People feel that Temba Zwane was supposed to be red carded. It's a very terrible tackle But if you ask me, it was not an intention. I think Temba was fighting for the ball. And fortunately for Temba, the coach did not see him. I mean, the referee did not see him. Not only that, we don't have VAR to replay and see what happened. And then this tackle is very, very dangerous. But you can't blame Sundowns for that. You can't blame Temba Zwane. He was in the field of play trying to fight for the ball like any other player. So yeah, those are some of the things that we need to look at. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. And then now I want to move on to the next subject quickly. As I indicated that I want to share with you what is happening in the English Premier League. I've already indicated that Man City is under investigation. But before I go there, let me just share with you the standing in the English Premier League, and then you tell me what's your take. Let's look at the standing in the Premier League. Where is that? This is the standing in the Premier League. As you can see, Arsenal still on top of the log, 50 points, followed by Man City, 45 points, and then Newcastle. Newcastle are doing exceptionally well at 39 points. And then, yeah, some people are saying this issue of especially people from Man City, of Man City being investigated. They are worried about the timing. Why now? Why was it not done? Why now? So, but the question is, when will it be started? If it does not start now, now let's go to the 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 the, the, the the investigation as far as Man City is concerned. Let me check what's happening quickly so that you can be able to see uh, what is the issue. Man City are being investigated, all right, by the Premier League, and then courtesy of Sky Sports or DSTV, because this, no, I think it's Sky Sport. I got this from Sky Sport. They are being investigated. They are facing various charges. They are being charged for failing to comply with the UEFA rules. They did not meet the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. So they are being charged for all those things, Man City. So we want to see what's going to happen. We were watching the space very closely and see what is the story. So, and then we'll take it from there. So I don't know. What do you think? And then apparently they are being charged for a breach of financial fairness, 100 of them, okay, between 2009 and up to and 2018, between that period from 2009 up to 2018. And then it started during the time of former coach Roberto Mancini. They say his full pay was not disclosed. Nothing was shown to the Premier League. They don't know what's happening. Players' full pay not in contracts were also not disclosed according to this information that we get. So now Man City are saying they are innocent, and then they will prove their case once they are being called. But we'll see. Now let's start. Now let's go into detail in terms of the 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 what you call the charges that they are facing. They are facing a number of charges, as I've already indicated. So I'm gonna give you a breakdown of those charges, as I say, courtesy of Sky Sports, and they've done a very good job to give us the news. And as I normally say, if we get the news, we'll share them. But if you don't get the news, there is no way we can share. And as I say, with all the teams in the country, people might say, oh, you are favoring Kaiser Chiefs. Why are you showing Kaiser Chiefs? If you get the news, we'll share them. Now, let me show you the details. And this is it. I hope you see this one. They are being charged of accuracy of financial information, okay? apparently, allegedly, a number of breaches of Premier League rules. 50 of them, they were broken by Man City. So we'll watch the space and see what's happening going forward, okay? And then not only that, and then they are also being alleged that in terms of remuneration to the coaches, a lot of information was not disclosed. And then they've broken about 8 Premier League rules, okay, allegedly. So those are the details of the, 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 the rules that they've broken. And then 12 rules that they've broken in terms of player remuneration of the Premier League. So those are the details as far as these rules have been broken by the Premier League. And 5 rules in terms of UEFA compliance regulations. So apparently they've broken 5 rules. So those are 100 rules that Man City have broken. So we'll see. I don't know what's your take. And then some people, especially in in England, who are supporters of Man City, are saying, no, this emanate from people who are jealousy of Man City. I don't know whether you agree to that, whether this is about jealousy or nothing else. And then I'm still gonna share some of the news, the details of the rules that they've broken so that you can see. And then so that it's not a question that we are talking, we are giving you the details so that you understand. As I've already indicated that if you are giving the news, we'll definitely share them at some point. Now, they said they've already broken the 25 Premier League rules of profitability and sustainability. So these are some of the transgressors that Man City are being accused of. And then not only that, they have broken uh, other 30 other 30 rules of the Premier League. So Man City are charged, and then the investigation is going to look at other 30 alleged Premier League rules that they've broken. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But the question is, where is Man City as far as this is concerned? What is their argument? Do they agree to this, or probably they have their own view as far as this is concerned? Um, so remember, it happened, I think, in 2020, if 2020 or 2021, and then Man City, they went out there and then defended themselves. And then remember, they were punished by the UEFA, and then they took the matter to arbitration, and then the suspension were uplifted. And then now let's see how do they respond, Man City. Yeah, so I'll check with you in terms of their response. Not only them in terms of their response, even Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola responded to the allegation, but that was in 2022 when Pep Guardiola responded. But we'll see as time goes on, how are they going to respond this time? Now let's look how Man City responded on this issue. Man City, having been charged by the Premier League, this is how they responded. They responded, Man City FC is surprised by the reissue of these alleged breaches of the Premier League rules, particularly given the extensive engagement and vast amount of detailed materials that the EPL has been provided with. So apparently, APL was given detailed information according to them, and then so they are prepared to fight this case. Remember the last case, Man City employed one of the best lawyers, very expensive lawyers to fight their case. So that is why they won their case. So we'll see what's going to happen. Pep Guardiola in 2022 was asked, and this is how he responded. He said, when they are accused of something, I ask them, tell me about that. They explain, and I believe them. I said to them, if you lie to me the day after I'm not here, If you lie to me, the day after I'm not here, I will be out and I will not be your friend anymore. I put my faith in you because I believe in you 100% from day one. I defend the club because of that. But remember that Pep Guardiola did his job in terms of the field of play, irrespective of what was happening in the background. He continued to do his work, and then they were doing quite well. So now so one cannot say he was not defending them. That is why I've been saying I defended you guys. So you must tell me what happened, because if you don't tell me the truth, then there will be a problem. I'm gonna leave you. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. So let's watch the space very closely and see what's happening. But before I go to the next second, what's your take? Do you really think that Man City, according to you, they've broken the rules? Or if, remember, if Man City are found guilty, lot can be happen. They can be deducted points, all right? They can be fined monetarily. They can even be relegated. We've seen that before. They can even be relegated. Those are some of the things. And they can be banned not to buy players. So if you don't buy players, you can't compete. So we don't know. This is a very, very serious case altogether. That is why I was discussing the issue of the PSL. Unfortunately, here at home, the PSL, I don't think we have the fair play rules in existence. So in England, they're there. So I don't know whether should the PSL also start the fair play rules here. I don't know. So there's a whole lot of debate. People are saying it should be started, and so on. But let's watch the space and see what's going to happen. Now, the other thing that I want us to talk about was we saw again at Orlando Stadium, Sundowns struggled to enter the dressing room. Allegedly, we saw the information in the social media, alleged by Pirates security people again. Remember, this is happening for the second time now. Firstly, it was Team Sugazi, now it's Sundowns. People are asking questions exactly what is happening at Orlando Stadium. Why are people not allowed to use certain routes at Orlando Stadium? So let's watch the space and see what's going to happen. Want to see what the league is going to do as far as that is concerned. Whether Sundowns will lay a complaint or not, just like Team Subasa did, if they lay a complaint, how is it going to pan out? You know what? As I always say, good news, social media is there it's unlike before. Some of these things you didn't see them, but now all eyes are everywhere. We can see. Now let me jump quickly to the Big R Financials, the Big R Foundation. The Big R Foundation is our foundation that is there to assist. Remember, we are a financial company. All what we try to do, we try by all means to ensure that we make any little bit contribution to alleviate the poverty of people or to alleviate whatever that is happening there. In the past, we've done a lot. We have gone to Epumulong to issue out the PPs. That was in 2019. In the past, we have given out books, the books that were written by me, financial books to schools. In the past, we have done what we call the piggy banks, encouraging school kids to start their own businesses, selling the sweets and so on. We continue on as far as that trajectory is concerned. So now, currently, we are busy together with Seed, coupled with MTN with their program called Momo. Momo stands for mobile money. With this product, with this device, you are in a position to sell airtime, data of all mobile network. You are able to sell lottery tickets. You are able to help people to do the bad way. You are able to buy electricity. You are able to pay DSTV. You are able to send money from one point to another. And then they work in conjunction with Pick and Pay. And then if you want to add float, you can go to Pick and Pay. ad flow to your device, it goes immediately. And then I've seen it when you pay DSTV, immediately, even if they've closed it, once you have paid, it goes through. Now, this was the time of Ntebogang. Ntebogang stays at Makulong here in Tembisa. I'm sure some of you, even if you don't know Tembisa, you know Makulong Stadium by now. She stays there if you want to support him or you want data. Remember, it's two ways. You support him at the same time, it will help you. You are running short of electricity, it's late. Just give Ntebogang a call on 081 584 2608. 081 2608. So that's the bit that we can do. And then we are not saying we'll be able to resolve the problem that the country is facing. But we are trying our best. So, yeah, as usual, I'm going to TMS. So you understand what TMS is now, is the Messi Special. That's my favorite, okay? Now, let me just show you the number of players that Messi competed with, all right? And you know what, when I do this, people might say, of course, I love Jomo Sono, but I know this is what happened to Jomo. Jomo at some point was pipped against Hayes, was pipped against a teenage lad, was pipped against Maria was pipped against Kaiser Mtau. So, yeah, history sometimes repeats itself. Messi, he became second to Kaka in 2007. 2008, he was facing Ronaldo. 2009, he was facing Van Dijk for the Ballon d'Or. This is for the Ballon d'Or. In 2001, he was facing Lewandowski. In 2022, it was with Mbappe. So we know that again in 2023. And then I'll be talking about the Ballon d'Or maybe next on Saturday, not today. So yeah, that's Lionel Messi. So now I'm going to share some of the news as far as Lionel Messi is concerned in terms of the Messi Special. And then we know that they played last week, and then when they played, he scored what you call the winning goal. And then now I'm told that the coach Galtier instructed the players that, guys, you should play for Messi. All right, you should play for Messi, and then make sure that Messi gets the ball, and then he should not run. Let's save his energy because we need him going forward. So this is Galte, and probably this is what I've been saying all the time. I'm saying, you know what? If you really want to get the best out of Messi, make sure that he is not running. Valverde, I think it's Valverde who once said, even Messi doesn't run, but is walking. The fact of the matter is he studies each and every position. He studies each and every player in the field of play, and he knows what to do next. So it was not an issue. So far, only now he has done 10 out of 10 assists. He has done 10 assists. He is leading. He has also scored 10 goals. The player whom people are saying is finished. Out of 18 goals, 10 goals, 10 assists, and he has 20 goal contribution, 83% passes, accurate passes, and 45 chances created, 59 successful dribbles, 8.27 average ratings. That's Lionel Messi, and then I'll continue to do this so that people, until such time they agree that there is no debate. This is the best player of all time, as I've already indicated, that the last game that he played, he contributed the winning goal. And remember, there was no Mbappe, there was no Neymar, you see. So, and this is what I've been saying, that, you know what, Pochettino should have reined in the PSG players and say, you know what, pass Messi. You know, And then I remember one player, I think from Argentina now, is at Juventus. He even warned them, say, guys, if you really want to use Messi optimum, don't let him run. Give him all the ball. And apparently this time he said to them, to the players, the sooner you see Messi, just give him the ball. Give him the ball, he will know what to do. This is it. If you want, and that is why somebody was asking, we've seen Hakimi now passing Messi. I saw it on the social media. He has not been passing Messi all the time. Probably he got the message. And then this is what Ramos said. He said there was suffering for several years playing against Messi. I'm now enjoying him. He is the best footballer he has ever. He is the best football. He is the best football has ever produced. I can't agree with you more, Ramos. He's the best thing that we have seen in our football. So whoever people are still saying, I think it's just a waste of time. Messi is the best. You like it or not? Let me just show the major awards that Messi has won so far. I think we've done this before, but I want to show you in graphics. Now, this man, this is incredible. 7 Ballon d'Or, okay? And then you've got, in terms of Messi, 7 Ballon d'Or. Germany has 7 Ballon d'Ors, but by 5 players. Portugal has 7 Ballon d'Ors by 3 players, and Ronaldo contributing 5 of those. And then France has 6 Ballon d'Or by 4 different players. England has 5 Ballon d'Or by 4 different players. Italy has 5 Ballon d'Or by 5 different players. Spain has 3 Ballon d'Or by 2 players. So this is Lionel Messi. He doesn't even compete with players anymore. Instead, he competes with the countries now. So thank you very much for listening, and continue to subscribe and continue to comment. And now let's continue to debate. Do we have to introduce the fair play on our shores in South Africa? If we have to introduce the fair play, do we really understand it, the fair play? Because it seems like as if it's a complicated thing. But let's watch the space. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Hello, everybody. My name is the Sobri Boys Wanafatsi from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.